What you will learn in this episode.
Debunking myths. Think talent or immersion is the key to fluency? Think again. Discover what really makes language learning effective.
Unlock the power of movies. Learn how to transform watching movies into a dynamic language learning experience.
Boost your speaking skills. Get practical tips on how to actively practice speaking while enjoying your favorite films.
Master your learning mindset. Learn how to stay relaxed, positive, and avoid stress to absorb language faster.
Hey Fluent, have you ever wondered how you could speed up learning a language? Like, what if you could learn faster and become fluent in no time?
Oh, for sure. I mean, who wouldn't want to speed things up? And trust me, it's not about finding shortcuts or some secret trick. It's about applying the right principles. But first, let's bust some myths.
Absolutely. The first one. You need to have talent to learn a language. I've got news for you. That's a huge misconception. I mean, let's talk about Zoe. She came from Australia, tried to learn Dutch in the Netherlands, and struggled. People told her she wasn't talented and should just give up.
And guess what happened? She didn't give up. She applied the right principles, moved to Brazil, and in 6 months, boom, she was fluent in Portuguese. She didn't need talent, she just needed the right mindset and techniques. Talent, not required.
That's right. So, here's the next myth. You have to immerse yourself in the language by living in a country to truly learn it. We've all heard it, right? But immersion alone won't do the trick.
Exactly. I mean, look at all the people who've lived in Hong Kong for years and still can't speak Chinese. Or Chinese people living in English-speaking countries for decades who struggle to speak English.
That's because immersion doesn't work if you're not actively engaging with the language. It's like you can't just throw someone in a pool and expect them to swim, right? You need the right approach. That's why one of the core principles is relevance. You need to focus on content that's actually meaningful to you.
And that's where movies can come in handy. You see, when you're watching a film, you're not just passively observing, you're getting the chance to learn real-world phrases, expressions, and cultural context. Plus, if you're using something like FunFluent, you can save those phrases directly from the subtitles and review them later with flashcards. How cool is that?
So cool. And when you watch movies, you're also engaging with the language unconsciously. You're absorbing it without even realizing it. That's something we call comprehensible input. When you understand enough of what's being said, but not everything, and your brain starts picking up the rest. You know that feeling when you hear a phrase in a movie and it clicks? That's exactly what we're talking about.
It's the best. And here's something important to remember. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Remember how babies learn? They don't know all the words, but they still communicate. You don't need to get every word, just focus on the meaning.
And that's where FunFluent comes in. With its speaking and listening practice through movie scenes, you can not only watch and listen, but actively practice those words and phrases. You guess what the character says, and boom, you're improving your speaking skills right there. And if you're unsure about a word or phrase, you can always check it out with the flashcard system.
Totally. And here's another tip. Start small and get creative. Mix up the words you know, even if it sounds a bit funny at first. Language is a creative process. You don't need to speak perfectly, you just need to speak. And guess what? FunFluent's got you covered with its interactive tools that let you practice real dialogues from movies. Imagine mixing up phrases from your favorite scenes and bam, you're creating your own sentences.
Exactly. You start with simple stuff like, I want this, give me that, and what's this? But as you go, you get to glue those sentences together with words like but, because, therefore, and so on. And soon enough, you're speaking more complex sentences, understanding more of what you hear, and using the language in real-world scenarios.
And here's the thing. There's no rush. Learning doesn't have to be stressful. The key is to be comfortable with ambiguity, not understanding everything. If you try to understand 100% of what you hear, you'll get frustrated. Just focus on what you do understand, and let the rest fall into place.
That's the secret. And to make it easier, using a tool like FunFluent can really help you stay in that comfortable zone. You get the chance to learn phrases in context and practice speaking in an environment where you're not worried about making mistakes.
Absolutely. And let's talk about another important principle. State. If you're feeling stressed or upset, your brain just won't be in the right place to learn. But if you're happy, curious, and in a relaxed state, that's when learning happens the fastest. It's like when you're watching a movie, and you're fully relaxed, your brain absorbs everything so much easier.
So, if you want to improve quickly, focus on keeping your mindset positive. And guess what? Watching movies on platforms like Netflix, Disney Plus, or YouTube with FunFluent can really help keep that state relaxed. You're not just learning, you're having fun while doing it.
Exactly. And one more thing, don't just passively watch. You've got to interact with the language. When you hear something new, try to repeat it. Pause the movie, say the line out loud, and compare your pronunciation to the actors. FunFluent lets you do all of this while watching your favorite shows and movies. It's like having a private language coach right there with you.
So, to sum it up, don't worry about talent. Don't just rely on immersion, and focus on relevant content. Watch movies, engage with them, and practice. Remember, learning is about comprehension and creativity. Keep it relaxed, be okay with ambiguity, and use tools like FunFluent to supercharge your learning experience.
You've got this. Keep going. And before you know it, you'll be speaking like a pro. And, if you're looking to take your language skills to the next level, FunFluent's always there to help. Happy learning, everyone.
Catch you next time. Keep those movies rolling and language skills growing.